Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Around the World in 40 Tales. My name is Doreen Vanderstoep, and today's episode features storyteller Madiha Madda and, of course, my fellow Storytelling Alberta member. Now, she is sharing a story today from India called The Monkey and the Crocodile. Now, before we dive in, we would like to acknowledge that our program today takes place on the traditional territories of the Indigenous signatories to Treaties 4, 6, 7, 8, and 10. That is the territory on which Storytelling Alberta operates. Now, this land also includes the Métis settlements and the Métis Nation of Alberta. We make this declaration with a sincere effort at reconciliation and in the spirit of gratitude. Madiha Madda has always been drawn to stories. She finds them a wonderful tool to ignite imagination, connect with others, share information, and deepen understanding. She enjoys learning and telling folk tales and family stories and is proud to report that her children have inherited her passion for storytelling. While Madiha has typically told stories to very young audiences, she began telling to adults after being named Storytelling Alberta's Emerging Storyteller Scholarship winner in 2019. Her involvement in the Story Share project gave her the opportunity to start telling stories in Urdu and Hindi as a way of reaching out to South Asian seniors during the pandemic. Madiha is currently on maternity leave and is enjoying being a participant in community programs. At some point, she hopes to start sharing some of her favorite folk tales en français. I give you Madiha Madda.
Thank you, Doreen. Long ago and far away in a rural village in India, there grew a tree. Now it was a very special tree, for you see it bore the sweetest fruit one would ever taste. This tree, the jamun tree, was full of branches, and from those branches hung ripe, deeply colored jamun. Now these jamuns were similar to a plum. The outer peel was a deep, rich purple, and the inside was a sweet, sticky pink. So much so that when you would bite into its flesh, it would trickle down your chin. Now the villagers, as enticing as this tree was, they dare not try to eat its fruit. For between the villagers and the tree, there ran a river. And that river was home to a pair of crocodiles. Hungry crocodiles. One day, while one of these crocodiles was swimming down the river, a grumpy one he typically was, he heard something that made him stop. And when he stopped, he looked up and he noticed this beautiful tree. Now he had always swam right by it, not giving it another thought. But on this day, he heard the cheery sing-song of someone inside. "Who's making all that noise?" said the crocodile. And through the tree's branches, down dropped a monkey. "Oh, hello, crocodile," it said. "You would be happy too if you could eat one of these," he said, showing him the jamun. The crocodile looked at him and scrunched up his nose and said, "Ugh, fruit? I care not for fruit. I prefer meat." But the monkey persisted and he said, "Oh, you have no idea what you're missing. Try." And he threw down a jamun, and the crocodile, without giving it much thought, opened up his wide mouth and chomped right into the jamun. And as he tore through the skin and the juices were released and filled his mouth, the crocodile was intoxicated. "Oh," he said, "not bad." And in that moment, the monkey knew that the crocodile had found a new vice. Now the next day, the crocodile, as he was making his daily swim down the river, decided to stop at the tree. And he saw a monkey singing in his branches, and the monkey said, "Oh, care for another?" "Why, if you insist," said the crocodile, and so the monkey threw down another jamun. and the crocodile happily ate it. And so each day the crocodile would swim down the river and meet Monkey. And each day they would share javelins, and as time passed, they developed a friendship of sorts. Soon both Monkey and Crocodile looked forward to this tradition, this daily ritual that they had developed. Now on the day of the story, well, on that day when Crocodile swam down the river, Monkey noticed that something wasn't quite right. He asked him and he said, "Crocodile, you look sad. Is everything all right?" "Oh," said Crocodile, "well, you see, it's my wife. She's not very happy with me." "What's the matter?" asked Monkey. "Well, I forgot her birthday." "Ooh," said Monkey, "that is problematic." But then his eyes lit up and he said, "Why don't you bring her some javelin?" Crocodile thought about this and said, "Ah, good idea, maybe I will." And so that night he brought some extra javelin home with him. "I have something for you," he called to his wife. Now his wife, well, you could see the drool forming in her mouth because she, like all crocodiles, was a foodie. And she started guessing, is it a plump bird? Is it a succulent frog? Not quite, said the crocodile. "Ta-da," he said, presenting her with the javelin. "What's this?" she said. "It's not even moving." "This," he said, "is javelin fruit. Just try it." "Fruit?" she said, wrinkling up her nose. "Trust me," said the crocodile, "give it a try." And so she tried it, and it was delicious. "Where did you get this from?" she asked him. And so the crocodile, who was not the brightest, started telling her the tale of how he met this monkey, and how each day they shared javelin together. When he finished, he could see the wheels in his wife's head turning. Uh-oh, he thought, because he knew what that look meant. "So you mean you know a monkey, a creature who's been eating this fruit every day?" "Uh-huh," said the crocodile. "That's it," she said. "You must bring me his liver." "What?" said the crocodile. But, how can I bring you his liver? I would have to kill him." "And," said his wife, "well, he's my friend." "Frenchman," said the crocodile's wife, "you better bring me that liver, or else." All night, Crocodile tossed and turned, struggling with this idea of betraying his friend, who he had come to grow quite fond of. But he didn't want to disappoint his wife. So the next day, as he swam down the river, he approached Monkey, and Monkey saw him, distraught, and he said, "What's wrong, Crocodile? Didn't your wife like the javelin?" "Oh, she did," said the crocodile, "but, well, she was quite upset with me." "Why is that?" said the monkey. "Well," she said, "how come I've had a friend for so long and she's never met him? She's insisting you must come for dinner tonight." "Okay," said the monkey, "I can do that, but I can't swim. How will I ever make it to your house?" And the crocodile told him, "Well, don't worry, monkey, you can just ride on my back." And so Monkey hopped onto Crocodile's back, and Crocodile started swimming home. Now, Monkey, who was quite perceptive, noticed that something didn't seem quite right. Monkey was also quite wise, and so he prompted Crocodile, and he said, "Is everything okay? You're awfully quiet." And that's when Crocodile's guilty conscience got the better of him, and he confessed everything to Monkey. He told him, "Well, you know, it's my wife. She doesn't want to have you over for dinner. She just wants you for dinner. She wants to eat your liver." "Oh," said Monkey, giving it a moment. "My liver? Well, why didn't you say so? You know how it rained last night? Well, my liver got wet and I hung it from the tree to dry. So it's still there." "You wouldn't want to make your wife even more mad, would you? Showing up without my liver? We better go back and get it. And so Crocodile, being the simple-minded creature that he was, agreed, and he swam back to the almond tree. "Don't take too long," cried Crocodile after Monkey scampered up the tree. And Crocodile stood and waited a little bit, and then he said, "Monkey, aren't you coming? We're going to be late." And that's when Monkey poked his head out of the tree and said, "I might be friendly, but I'm not stupid. You can forget all about me and my jamuns." "What?" thought the Crocodile, not believing his misfortune. Not only had he lost his friend and the jamuns, but when he went home and broke the news to his wife, well, you can imagine, it didn't end too well. She chased him away, and to this day, that crocodile is swimming up and down rivers trying to find another jamun tree. And that is the story of the monkey and the crocodile.
Warm thanks to Madiha for her gift of story today. For anyone who wants to reach out to Madiha or anyone at Storytelling Alberta, you can contact us by email at info@storytellingalberta.com. And check out our website, www.storytellingalberta.com, to check out all our offerings for our 40th anniversary this year. There are many stories to enjoy on that website. Thank you all for joining us today around the world.